Dublin is known for many things. Guinness, rain, St. Patrick's Day. But today I'm going to talk about one of its most celebrated residents, the man who gave the world its most charming, blood-sucking monster. Of course, referring to Bram Stoker. Stoker was born and raised here. He worked here, studied here, and probably brooded here in various candlelit corners, thinking about immortality and fog. Today I'm taking you to explore everything Bram Stoker related in Dublin. From the house where he was born to the park named after him. So, let's go. Welcome to Clontarf, where Bram Stoker was born in 1847 at 15 Marino Crescent. I'm sorry if you're disappointed by this adorable haunted castle. If Stoker had social media, he would probably follow the trend of what they see when I write versus what I see when I write. Side note, my current street name has Crescent in it too. Not quite Marino Crescent, but I like to think that Bram and I are Crescent cousins across time. Next door is Bram Stoker Park, a goth icon honored with a blossoming green garden. Don't worry if you want to come here with your kids to spend a day. There are no gargoyles, no fog, or suspiciously pale men selling ice cream. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Except, the local wildlife. There are terrifying black ladybugs, so stay vigilant. And now I'll be leaving this place. This is Trinity College, widely regarded as one of the most prestigious universities in the world. The Stoker had a rough start in life. He was bedridden until about the age of 7 because of a mysterious illness. Then, as if to say, plot twist, he became a super successful athlete here at Trinity. He studied mathematics and graduated in 1870 with a BA and later received a master's degree. Apparently, numbers are what you need to spark your imagination to write a novel about undead counts. Also, fun fact, I did my master's here too. Not in vampires, sadly, in children's literature, but it feels appropriate that Bram and I walked these same cobblestones. And it also means that somewhere between his essays on algebra problems and my dissertation on Victorian orphans, we may have shared library ghosts. Meet St. Anne's Church. It's right here next to Trinity College. This is where Bram married Florence Balcombe in 1878. And here's some juicy info. Before she married Bram, Florence dated Oscar Wilde. Yes, that Oscar Wilde. Apparently, the 19th century Irish literary scene was just one big, complicated love triangle. It sounds like a literary version of The Bachelorette. Florence had to choose between a witty, flamboyant playwright or a guy who'd go on to invent sexy, blood-sucking immortals. Florence chose the goth. Respect. This is Dublin Castle, where Bram worked as a civil servant, just like his father. For nearly 10 years, he handled government paperwork, which, if you think about it, is the perfect preparation for writing about soul-crushing horror. During this time, he published his first short story, The Crystal Cup, in 1872. It's about a gifted artist imprisoned by a tyrant who forces him to create a perfect work of art. It's gothic, allegorical, and very Bram. Unlike Dracula, though, it didn't make literary history. But hey, everyone starts somewhere. After Clontarf, Bram and Florence moved to a Gregorian townhouse at 30 Kildare Street, right by the National Museum and Leinster House. Today, it's an office. Welcome to Marsh's Library, a place so old it makes your local library look like a Kindle. It's one of the oldest public libraries in Ireland and was founded by Archbishop Marsh in 1707. I could spend all day just inhaling that ancient book scent. So it makes sense that it's believed Stoker may have done research here. It's the perfect setting to start imagining creatures that turn into mist and refuse to die. We're here in Mount Jerome Cemetery. Now, Bram isn't buried here, but Mount Jerome is too moody and gothic not to be mentioned in this video. It's full of crumbling gravestones, crows, and dramatic lighting. It's basically a gothic ASMR room come to life. And if you're looking for somewhere to read Dracula in full costume at twilight, this is the place. And so we end our journey here, hopefully with the ghost of Bram Stoker smiling faintly down upon us. From a bedridden child to mathematical scholar, civil servant to vampire creator, Bram Stoker proved that you don't need to drink blood in order to become immortal. All you need is a good story about a man with boundary issues and some serious iron deficiency. If you walk these streets, you're literally retracing his journey, and maybe you'll feel some undead inspiration yourself. Thank you so much for watching and for coming along, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.